Okay, so I went to Disney World recently, and there's something that I found out about the Fast Pass system, which is Lightning Lane. Not the Lightning Lane Plus, but Lightning Lane. I did not know this. For some reason, as a big Disney fan, I thought that after 2 hours, you can rebook a Lightning Lane. And so when I went to Hollywood Studios, my plan was to get later in the evening Lightning Lanes. So then after we were 2 hours in the park already, we could book more Lightning Lanes. And I didn't know that you had to use up, because there's two different tiers. You have to use up your one tier to get that tier again. Does that make sense? So like tier one is like, I think we had Tower of Terror, Mickey and Minnie. Can't remember what else is tier one, but tier one was a certain like caliber, and then the lower levels. So I booked it for the evening because I was like, okay, it gets busy in the evening. We're gonna come back in the evening. We can do some rides in the evening. I didn't know that you couldn't book anything, so I literally couldn't book anything until I timed in for one of my Lightning Lanes, and I couldn't even time in for my one that I went to because it was so late. And so we ended up doing, like, I think Mickey and Minnie's. I wanted to get Mickey and Minnie's, but that was part of Tower of Terror, and we got Tower of Terror for later in the evening, and I know my sister would have liked that. So I had literally had to wait, and it was like at night, and then I couldn't get Mickey and Minnie by that time. It was so frustrating. But thankfully later we could do I had for my other two, it was like Rock and Roller Coaster, or no, maybe it was Rock and Roller Coaster was tier one. I think it was Tower of Terror though. Rock and Roller Coaster, which that was shut down all day, so I'm so glad we had a Lightning Lane for that. And then what was the other one? I don't remember now. But as soon as we timed in for those, I got like alien saucers, and I could get Millennium Falcon and stuff, which was awesome. But it's just frustrating that I didn't know about that. So good tip for you guys. And also, yeah, like almost always, yeah, it was busy when we went, and like the rides kept getting longer and longer. So it's always good to go to the slowest or the busiest ride in the morning when you rope drop, especially if you're staying at a resort, because they'll be like, it's 90 minutes. But like if you're there when you rope drop, I think the longest we waited was like 45 minutes for whatever. We should have done that with Cosmic Rewind. We didn't, so we ended up waiting very long. The 2 times we went 2 times though. So that was nice, but yeah.